Let's start. All right, good. Okay, I'm bringing my clock, my watch, or whatever that is in my phone, and my water. Have my candle on. Have a special person in that candle today. All right, let's start from standing position, Samastiti. So remember to place first the feet under the hips and lifting from the arches, both feet front and back. Try to distribute the weight equally. So you're not like kind of leaning forward and then you're like kind of leaning back or to one side. And here comes Rooster that decided to play with his frisbee at this moment. We're not. Let me put this away. And I'm letting in Shawnee and Roberta right now. Okay, here we go. Mute everybody and putting this away. Rooster, we're not playing right now. Sorry. All right, let's begin again from Samastiti, equal standing pose, and having the feet and being aware of the feet supporting the entire weight of the body. And let's rock a little bit forward towards the toes and lifting the heels and back. Just some ups and downs of the heels to get the idea of how our balance feels today. You don't have to go super high with the toes, with the heels, just to get a moving those ankles and then slowly release it down. And then reach the arms overhead to lengthen the spine through the fingertips and then slowly arms out, down towards the hips, shoulders up, back and down, and bring the hands to the heart center. And as we lower the gaze towards the floor or we close the eyes, let's take the moment here to connect with the inhales and the exhales. Just noticing the breath gently moving in and out. Slowing down even more. Soften any tension in your shoulders. And then slowly exhale, release the hands down towards the hips and release the hands down. And shoulders, elbows, palms, fingers, and reaching through the front of the head. Bring the belly into the spine and soften the shoulders back and down. Mountain pose. Reaching again, arms out and up to lengthen the spine. Palms facing to each other and reach to create space in between each vertebrae. And as you exhale, you can soften the arms out, again down towards the hips, shoulders up, back and down. And one more time, inhale as you sweep fingertips, reaching, find the space, and then slowly arms sweeping to the side, towards the hips, shoulders up, back and down. Guide the hands again to Anjali Mudra. Guide the chin slightly back and down. Reconnecting back with the breath. Getting used to this pattern of lengthening, slowing the breath down. Being aware of the deep, long inhales and exhales. With the next inhale, bring the arms to the side in deep position, palms facing forward, and then slowly guide the arms back to stretch the front of the chest, and then slowly release the hands down towards the hips, and flow the arms forward, and bring the hands to the heart center. Again, inhale to open, gently stretching the front of the chest, releasing the hands down towards the heart. One more time, inhale to open and stretch. And exhale slowly to reach down. Bring the hands together and now come into the cactus arms. Elbows flex and guide the arms back. Lower the hand down and then reach with the arms over and the spine goes to the right. Bring the arm up and overhead, hands to the heart center. Pack those arms to open, guide the chest back, forward, shoulders back. Lower the left head down and the arm goes over to your right ear. Inhale, bring the left arm up, hands to the heart center, coming to the cactus arms, holding position. And then as you exhale, bring the arms out and behind you. Interlace the fingers down the sacrum and then move the arms away to stretch even deeper the front of the shoulders. Relax your belly, relax your shoulders, and release. And let's repeat this a couple more times. Bring the arms away, straightening the elbows, flexing the elbows, hands down to your sacrum one more time. Inhaling and opening. And then slowly release the hands down by your sacrum. Arms overhead, reach. And then twist to the right as you keep the hips facing forward. Arms to tabletop, to T position. Look over to your right hand. Inhale, bring the arms out to the side. Keep the hips facing forward. Exhale as you go to the left, look over to the hand. And inhale back to center, gentle twist. Going to the right, look over to right shoulder. Back to center. And exhale to the left. Back to center. Now let's work with a little balance. Same thing with the heels up. Not too far off the mat. Keep the hips facing forward and gently as you exhale, twist to the right. And inhale back to center. Heels down, hands down. One more time to the left. Arms to the side. Lift the heels off the mat. Engage the core. Take a deep inhale. And from the waist up, as you exhale, look over to left shoulder. Inhale back to center. Heels down, hands down, shoulders up, back, and down. Bring the hands to your waist and the top of the foot goes back to stretch the front of your ankle. Elbows by your rib cage, lift from the chest, gently arching the upper spine, opening the chest. Nice deep breath. And exhale, release, place the ball of the right foot down and rotate the ankle in one direction. Going into the opposite direction. And release the right foot down. Now, again, left foot back, top of the foot flat, go down towards the floor as you guide the elbows in, lift from the chest, guide the belly in, gently guiding the shoulder blades to each other. We're opening the front of the chest and trying to flatten the upper spine. Release, left ball of the foot down, rotating in one direction, going into the opposite direction. And then slowly release it down. Release the hands down, shoulders up, back and down. Bring the arms to the side and then forward in front of you. Let's bring the right arm under your left arm, flexing the elbows back, bring arms into eagle pose. Guide the elbows up. And then as you exhale, bend the knees and slowly rounding the spine, guide the elbows into the chest or belly. Straighten the legs and guide the elbows high as your shoulders. Inhale, exhale, flex and lower. Elbows into your chest or belly. Inhale, straighten the legs, guide the elbows high as your shoulders, and then again. Exhale, flex the knee, elbows in, round the spine. Inhale, straighten and reach. And do the arms and bring arms to the side. Bring the arms forward, left arm goes under your arm, flexing the elbows, palms to touch, eagle pose. Take a deep inhale again. Flex the knee, belly in, elbows into the belly or chest. And straighten the legs, guide the elbows high as your shoulders. Couple more times. You exhale as you flex and lower. And you inhale as you straighten and bring the elbows high. One last one, please. Connecting the breath with the movement. And inhale, slowly coming up, and do the arms, bring the arms to the side in T position, flex the elbows, place the hands to your shoulders, and from the elbows, make a circle, but the movement is coming from the shoulder joints, mobilizing rib cage, shoulder blades, shoulder joints, going in one direction first, and then going into the opposite direction. And then slowly arms to the side and towards the hips, shoulders back and down, up, back and down. Bring the arm up to the side, and as you exhale, lower the right hand down to your right hip, and the left ear goes to your left shoulder. Inhale back through center, arm to the side, T position. Exhale, lower ear to your left shoulder, and keep moving at your own pace. You inhale, so bring the arm up, and the arm go to T, and head back through center. Exhale, you lower, and the ear goes to your left shoulder. 2 or 3 more rounds. Follow your own rhythm. One last, please. And the head returns back to center. Same thing. Inhale, left arm goes to the side in T position. And as you exhale, the hand goes down by your hip and the right ear goes to your right shoulder. Inhale, head back to center, arm to the side. Exhale, lower, hand to the hip, ear to the shoulder. And 3 more rounds at your own pace. Last one, right ear to right shoulder, head back to center, and exhale, draw the chin to your chest. Inhale, lift the chin up to the sky. Deep exhale through the nose, chin to the chest. Inhale, open the throat, lift the chin to the ceiling. And just 2 or 3 more rounds, mobilizing cervical spine. Notice how the movement and the stretch go through the muscles attaching to your shoulder blades as you bring the chin into the chest. With the next exhale, the chin goes to the chest, and let's rotate the head to the right, up, to the left and down, to the right and up, left and down. One more, right and up, left and down. Let's reverse the movement, go to the left, inhale, left and up, exhale, right and center. 2 or 3 more rounds, gently mobilizing the neck, and slowly return back to center. Bring the hands to the back, elbows out, and then in, and then slowly as you exhale, the chin goes to your chest. Take a deep breath. And slowly bring the arms to the side and hands down towards the hips, shoulders up, back, and down. All right, from here, let's all move to the back of the mat. So let's start standing again. Samasthiti, equal standing pose. Make sure your feet are under your hips. And we're going to walk forward and lower the heels down. Inhale, bring the arms overhead. And exhale, swan dive. Pull the belly in, engage the muscles of the core. Release the hands down to Uttanasana. Inhale, bring the arms to the side in T position, halfway up. And exhale, fold forward into Uttanasana. Relax your neck. 2 more times. Engage the core, halfway arms up in T position. And exhale to lower. 1 more time. Engage the core muscles, back, abdomen. And then exhale, release and stretch the back of the legs, and then nod your head yes. Shake your head no. Slowly rounding the spine, belly goes in. Inhale, coming all the way slowly up to standing position. From here, let's move the spine and a little bit cat-cow from standing position. Place the hands below, above your knees, elbows in, and we're going to arch the spine and exhale, round the spine, elbows go out into the cat. Inhale, elbows by your ribcage, flatten, arching the upper spine. Exhale, round the spine, elbows out into your chest. And keep moving 2 or 4 more rounds into this cat-cow, rounding, flexing and extending the spine. That's the plan here, that's the idea. Opening the chest with inhale, exhaling, rounding the spine and moving in belly. 1 more round, opening the heart And exhale, rounding, and then slowly release it down. Bend the knees deeply, holding from the opposite elbows. Relax your neck so the crown of your head is pointing towards the floor, and you are lengthening the spine, especially stretching the lumbar spine. Deep breath. Couple more. And then slowly release the hands down to walk the hands to downward dog, Adho Mukha Svanasana. Keep your hands wide as your shoulders, the feet wide as your hips, and chin to your chest. And pick up the heels up, and then lower it down. And pick the heels up and down. Then slowly lower the knees towards the floor to tabletop here. If you need to protect your knees, like I need to protect my knee, especially my left knee, place your blanket, have your feet, your knees under the hips, and let's come to tabletop position. And moving the hips to the right, towards the heels, to the left, and slightly forward. And just rotate in these same directions a few more rounds. We're just mobilizing the hips now. And flexing slightly the elbows to bring some movement also in the shoulders and rib cage. And coming back to center, let's move to the left, to the heels, to the right, and the same direction. 2 more rounds. And slowly, let's move to child's pose. Elbows towards the floor, forehead towards the mat or towards the block if you cannot reach the floor with the forehead. And just release your lower back in Balasana. And from here, let's all move to tabletop position. From tabletop, we're going to bring the left leg back and up, bend the right knee, left knee, and step forward with your left foot. So your left knee is over to your left ankle, and your right knee is slightly back. I want you to straighten the leg, move the hips back, chin to your chest. Flex the left knee, bring the arms up and overhead. Exhale, hands down either side of your left foot, straighten your left knee, stretching the hands and move the hips back. Flex your left knee and bring the arms forward and up, shoulders back and down. Exhale, hands towards the floor, straighten the knee, hips back, chin in. Flexing the left knee, flow down forward and up, shoulders back and down. And exhale, twist to the left, place your right arm to the outside of your left knee, and then bring the left arm out as you bring the left arm high, shoulder high. Look over to your left shoulder as you keep moving the hips forward. The twist is coming from your waist up. Take a deep inhale, bring the left arm forward, lower the left hand, both hands down, tap the toes under, pick up the right knee, and rock forward and back, forward and back, forward and back, forward and back. Now walk your left foot to the edge of your mat. Make sure your left knee is over to your left ankle and place both wrists under the shoulders. Keep pressing to the heel, keep sinking the pelvis and the hips down, but you are managing your way to lift the chest and not rounding the upper spine. You want to keep the upper spine flat and breathing here. Relax your pelvic floor. And lower the right knee towards the floor. Bring the left knee to meet your right knee. And let's all move back to child's pose. Take a moment. Move into table. Extend the right leg back and up. Flex the right knee and step forward the right foot. We're going to keep the left knee slightly back. Inhale, we'll bring the arm overhead. Lower the hands down and straighten the right knee. Pick up the balls of right foot up, so move the hips to the back. Flex your right knee, arms up and overhead. Exhale, hands either side of your right foot. Straighten your right knee. Move the hip back. Pick up the ball of the foot. Hamstring stretch. Flex your right knee. Bring the arms overhead or relax your shoulders back and down. Exhale, lower the hands down. One more time, straighten the leg, move the hips back. Flex your left knee, tuck the toes under, pick up the knee and rock forward and back, forward and back, forward and back, forward and back. Now, lower the left knee down, bring the arms up, and then twist to the left. Bring the left hand to the outside of your right knee, and the right arm goes out to the side, shoulder high. So just waist out, from the waist up, you're twisting as you keep moving your pelvis forward, deepening the hip flexor. And bring the right arm forward, lower the hands down towards the floor, pick up the left knee off the mat and walk the right foot to the edge of the mat. Both wrists are under your shoulders and you're pressing through the heel. You release the hip down and then you lengthen the spine forward and up. You are holding in position, but you are not holding your breath. You just keep pressing through the hip and keep feeling the opening in that left iliopsoas. Nice, deep, sweet breathing. Take a deep inhale. Exhale, left knee goes down, right knee comes to meet your left knee, and we're moving slowly to even out both hips in Balasana. Now bring the arms by your side, standing on the knees. Bring the arms overhead. Exhale, arms coming out and behind you. Interlace the fingers, move the hips back to the heels, and then lower the forehead towards the block or towards the floor as you bring the hands up to the sky. Exhale, lower the hands down. Release the palms down by your legs with the palms facing up, coming to rabbit pose. Rocking from the forehead to the crown of the head as you release the hips away from the heels. Exhale, release the forehead down, standing in the knees, sweep the arms overhead. And bring the arms out and behind you. Water, tea is getting hot. Bring the arms out and then move the hips back and the forehead goes down toward the floor and the hands over towards the ceiling. Exhale, hands down to the sacrum. Keep the arms down by your side from the forehead. Pick up the hips and rocking into the front of the head to stretch the back of your neck. Exhale, release forehead down. Coming to our last one, standing in the knees. Bring the arms overhead. Bring the arms out and behind you. Interlace the fingers, move the hips back, and then slowly release the chest, forehead towards the mat or towards the block, and bring the hands up towards the ceiling. Exhale, lower the hands to the sacrum, release the arms down by your body, last rabbit pose. From the forehead, rocking to the front of the head, pick up the hips off the heels, and then slowly all the way down. Take a moment, rock your head from side to side. And slowly come into kneeling position. And from here, we're going to go with the palms down under your shoulders to tabletop position. Let's extend the left leg back, pressing through the left heel, engage the core again. Guide the belly into the spine. Everything feels strong. The sides and the back muscles. Extend the right arm forward, reaching through the fingertips. Inhale. Exhale, flex the right elbow, flex the left knee, sunbird pose. Inhale, extend the left leg back and reach again. Flex knee, flex elbows, chin to your chest. Inhale, extend and reach. Exhale, flex and round. Inhale, extend and reach. Exhale, flex and round. Lower the left knee down, and then the right arm goes under your left arm. Right shoulder, right ears down. Bring the left arm, the left hand forward, coming to the fingertips, and then move the left shoulder back. So instead of having the arm by your ear, you wanted to move that left shoulder back. Relax and breathe. Take a deep inhale. And then those fingertips that are touching the floor in front of the mat, we're going to bring them up to the sky, flex the elbow, rotate, and bring the arms to the back of your lower back. If this is too much for your shoulder, you're welcome to keep the forearms and elbows down towards the floor. Find whatever works for you today. Keep the breath nice, slow, deepening the inhales and the exhales. And if you have the arm down your back, bring the arm overhead to the front, slide the palm under your left shoulder, gently add to the twist, come to tabletop position again. Activate the core muscles. Extend the right leg back as you press through the right heel, the right leg is strong, and we're going to extend the left arm forward. As you exhale, flex the left elbow, flex the right knee around the spine. Inhale, extend and reach. Exhale, flex and round. Inhale, extend and reach. Exhale, flex and round. One more. Inhale, extend and reach. Exhale, flex and round. Right knee down, and then exhale. The left arm goes under the right arm. Left shoulder, left ear down toward the floor, and the right arm goes forward into the fingertips, guiding the right shoulder back and down. Take a moment. And the right arm goes up to the sky, flexing the elbows, rotate and place the arm down your lower back or forearm elbow towards the floor. Keep the breath flowing. And the right arm goes up, forward, slide the palm under your right shoulder, and slowly undo your twist. From here, let's bring the hips to the heels. Take a moment to child's pose, relax shoulders, elbows, and the neck is in neutral position. Hands by your knees, lift the head, lift the chest, and we're going to remove the blanket from the mat. From here, we're going to alternate between plank position and cobra pose. So let's begin with plank position with the elbows right under the shoulders, and you have modifications here. Remember, you can have the knees down, but not the knees right under the hips. Move the knees slightly back, and if you like, you can pick up the knees and come into the full plank position. Whatever you are not just hanging out here. You're activating the core muscles. You're not dropping the head. You keep your neck neutral, and guess what? You are breathing. So we're going to hold here 2 more breaths. And if you don't have your knees down, and everybody, pelvis, belly down. Let's release the chest towards the floor and guide the hands by your rib cage, legs and feet together. With the next inhale, feet flat on the mat. Lift the head, lift the chest, keep your neck neutral, hold in position, Bhujangasana, cobra. Again, those back muscles are strong. Take a deep inhale, press through the palms, lift the head, lift the chest, move the hips to child's pose to release lower back. Take 2 or 3 rounds of breath. Back to table. From table, guide the chest forward, release the pelvis, and let's come get ready for plank. Elbows under the shoulders, interlace the fingers, tuck the toes under. Find whatever works for you, with the knees down or lifting and the plank position. Hold it there. Please don't go all soft. Engage and breathe. Nice, easy breathing. And if you have your knees off the mat, lower the knees, lower the pelvis, lower the chest, and bring the hands down by your rib cage, legs and feet together. As we come up, keep the neck neutral. Don't lead with the chin. Inhale, come into cobra, holding position. Press to the palms, lift the chest, lift the pelvis, bend the knees, and child's pose. Take a moment, soften the elbows towards the floor, forehead towards the mat, relax your lower back. Last round, moving forward, tabletop, or then to come out, find our way, whatever you need to do for your plank position. Elbows under the shoulders, interlace the fingers with the knees down or knees off the mat. Core engage and breathe. And slowly release everything down. Our last Bhujangasana cobra pose. Feet together, knees together, hands by your rib cage, elbows by your rib cage. Chin in, inhale, press through the pelvis, activate those back muscles, holding position. Press with the palms, and then let's all move to child's pose, and then release and take a break. With the head slightly off the mat and the chest, and let's walk the hands to your left side. Place your right hand on top of your left hand, allow the elbows to sink down, draw the chin to your chest, relax your neck, and stretch the right side of the body, the torso. And going slowly to the opposite direction. Placing the left hand on top of the right hand, melting the elbows down, releasing the forehead, and just breathe. And moving slowly back to table. And from table, let's move the hips to one side. Let's come into a little bit more core strength with the elbow under your right shoulder. In my case, on my right side. So my right elbow is under my right shoulder. We're going to extend the legs and flex the left knee and cross the left leg over to right leg. Use the palms for support. We're going to work in strengthening muscles on the right side of the torso and the hip. So activate those muscles and inhale, lift, and exhale, lower. If you like, you can bring the left hand up towards the sky, the way I'm doing. Inhale up, activate the outside of the hip muscles and the muscles on the waist and the rib cage. Inhale, lift, and exhale, down. Inhale, press, engage, and lift, and slowly control down. Two more, engage and lift, and exhale, down. Last one, engage and lift, and all the way down. Flex both knees, use the palms to gentle press, walk the hands, lift the chest, and then let's move to the opposite side. In my case, now on my left side, left elbow under my left shoulder, both legs straight, and then cross it over the right leg over to your left leg. So same thing, you can keep both hands down, or as we inhale, engage those outside muscles on the hip and the left side of the torso, and exhale to lower. Inhale, engage, and lift as high as you can, and exhale down. Inhale, engage, and up. Exhale, down. Three more. Inhale, lift. Exhale towards the mat. Inhale, activate, up. In, control, down. One more. Inhale, lift. And all the way down. Lower the hands down, flex the knee. Use the palms to press, gently walk, walk, walk. And let's all come to a seated position with the soles of the feet together and the knees are out. Just have your heels away from your pelvis, so not too close to your pelvis, but a little bit away. And bring the arms under your legs, coming tortoise pose. Right hand on top of your right foot, left hand on top of the left foot. And we're guiding the chin to the chest and the corner of the head towards the feet. Use your breath, open in between the shoulder blades, open the muscles in the back of your rib cage, and stretch your lower back, middle back, and even the cervical spine as you keep the chin in. Nice deep breath. Slowly inhale, lift the head, lift the chest, and let's come to a seated position. Here, you may want to use your blanket to sit on the blanket, on the edge of your blanket, allowing your hips to tilt forward. And we're going to extend the right leg towards the front of the mat, left knee flex, and then cross the left leg over to your right leg. Hug your left knee with your right arm, lengthen the spine, and the left arm goes up behind you as you twist to the left, look over to your left shoulder. You press through the back of your right leg. Nice deep breath. Keep the spine upright, nice and long. Take a deep inhale and exhale. The head comes back to the center. We're going to rotate. Place your right hand behind you, and we're going to lift the hips and bring the left arm up and over to your right and left ear. So you're lifting the right hip off the mat, strengthening your right arm, strengthening the muscles of the outside of your right hip, and then slowly release the hip down, rotate, and come to seated position. Now flex your right knee, cross it over to your left leg, hug your right knee with your left arm goes up and behind you as you look over to your right shoulder. Press through the back of your left leg, keep your spine upright. Please don't hold the breath. The head comes back to center and with a twist and come back with the spine also to center. Place your left hand behind you, point the toes, then pick up the left hip off the mat as we sit down over to right ear. Holding position for a couple breaths. Feel the opening in those muscles in between the rib cage as you activate the hips of your left hip. Take an inhale and release the hip down. Slowly rotate the spine back to center. Place again the sole of the feet together, knees out, and again, arms under your legs. Each hand on top of each foot, and the crown of the head is pointing towards the feet. Work on opening again the back, upper spine, middle back. And slowly lift the head, lift the chest, and let's all come back to center. Flex the knees, bring the legs together, drop the legs to one side, and let's all come to the front of the mat. So use your blanket to protect your neck and your head, so place it back there. Before we're going down, take your time. With the feet wide as the hips, we're going to go slowly down. So place the hands to your knees and gently flatten the upper spine and straighten the elbows in, then round the belly, then pull the belly in and then chin in and slowly go down towards the floor. Make sure you have the blanket there or a towel roll up right under your neck, the space of your neck. Arms to the side, take a moment with the knees bent here and the palms facing up. Just breathe. And bring the arms up and then cross one arm, the left arm over to your right arm, flex the elbows and reach with your hands maybe to touch the back on where your shoulder blades are. And then undo the crossing, bring the arms up and open in a T position. Inhale, float the arms to the sky, that right arm goes on top of your left arm, flex the elbows and touch your shoulder blades. Hug yourself. Inhale and do the hugging, bring the arms up and open in T position. Couple more rounds, mobilizing shoulder blades and shoulders. Bring the arms up, left arm goes on top of the right arm, flex the elbows, touch your shoulder blades. Inhale, extend the arms to the sky and then open in T. One more round, bring the arms up, cross it over, right arm over to your left and flex the elbows to touch the back. And do the hugging, bring the arms up and bring the arms into position and rock your head from side to side. Bring the head back to center and lower the hands down by your side towards the floor with the feet wide as your hips. Now bring the arms into bridge and then we're going to swing the hips to the right as we swing the legs, the hips to one side to the other side. At the same time, we're lowering down towards the floor. Inhale, come into high bridge. Hips to the right, to the left, keep lowering to the right, to the left, and all the way down. Coming up again into bridge as high as you can. Swing the hips to the right, to the left, keep lowering to the right, to the left, and all the way down. One more time. Inhale, come up into high bridge. Swing the hips to the right, to the left, to the right, to the left, and all the way down. And pick up the feet off the mat, hug yourself, stretch your lower back. Keep the chin slightly tucked in. Take a few rounds of breath and then lower the right foot down. Holding from the back of the left hamstring, we're going to straighten the left leg up and flex the knee, lower the foot down. Inhale, straighten, flex and lower. Inhale, straighten, flex and down. Inhale, straighten, flex and down. Inhale, straighten and flex and point, flex and point, flex and point, flex and point. Rotate the ankle in one direction. Rocking like crazy, my left ankle today in the opposite direction. Flex your left knee, place the right foot on top of the right thigh, holding from the hamstring or the shin, chin to your chest, and IT band stretch. Nice, long, deep breath. Lower the left foot down. Now holding from the hamstring of your right leg with both hands. Inhale, straighten the right leg up. Exhale, flex. Inhale, straighten and release. Right leg up and down. One more. Up and down. Now we straighten and flex and point. Flex and point. Flex and point. Flex and point and rotate it in one direction. Going into the opposite direction. Flex the right knee, place the right foot on top of your left thigh, and holding from hamstring or shin of your left leg, and then work on breathing through the outside of your right hip, your IT band as well. Nice breath. And slowly lower the left foot down and lower the right foot down. Both feet wide as your hips. We're going to lift the feet off the mat and have the hands in T position. Pick up the feet into 90-degree angle. Let's twist to the left in control. Slowly going all the way down, down, down to the left. And use your left hand to guide the right knee closer to your left knee. Pick up the head slightly off the mat and look over to your right shoulder. Open the front of the chest. Connecting back with that easy breathing. down, engage the core to gently bring slowly both legs back to the neutral position. Adjust your spine, take a deep inhale with a 90-degree angle, in control slowly. As you exhale, go to the right, very slow. Guide the left knee closer for your right knee, pick up the head, turn it over to the side. It's your breath. Release, head back to center. Engage those muscles in the abdomen to slowly bring the legs to the center. Lower the feet down, wide as your hips. Pick up the hips, the sacrum all the way up into bridge. Align your spine gently. Lower it down, one vertebra at a time towards the floor. Have yourself flatten that lower back. Pick up the head off the floor, forehead to your knees. Stretch your back of your neck one more time. And then slowly the head goes down, down. Lower the feet down. Walk the feet wide as your mat. Let's do some windshield wiper movement here. Gently rocking the legs from side to side as the head goes into the opposite direction of your legs. Your palms are facing up, your shoulders in front of the chest is open, and then we slowly come back to center. Now straighten your right leg to the right corner of the mat, and then cross the left leg over to your right ankle. Now grab the left wrist with your right hand with the elbows flexed. Take a deep inhale, and as you exhale, gently guide the spine, the torso towards the right. So this is our last lateral stretch. As you flex the elbows, keep the left shoulder open, keep the left side of the torso open and relax. Just breathe through this opening. Slowly bring the torso back through center and bring the left leg to the left corner of the mat, and the right leg goes over to your left ankle. Grab your right wrist with your left hand, take a deep inhale, and as you exhale, slowly guide the torso towards the left. Allow the right elbow to drop towards the floor. And deep breath here as you stretch the right side of the torso. Gently bring the spine and the head back to center and do the crossing of the leg. Keep the left leg on the outside and the left corner, and the right foot goes to the right corner. Bring the arms down towards the floor, but away from the body with the palms facing up. Just adjust here your spine, and you are ready to fall into deep relaxation as I guide you through a Yoga Nidra. So Yoga Nidra, remember, is that state that you reach in between falling asleep, but you're not falling asleep. You're just aware of your surroundings as you go through your body, letting go. So eyes are closed. Release any tension on your face, your lips, and here we go. Now, let's bring the awareness to the right side of the body by focusing on right thumb, right index finger, right middle finger, right ring finger, right pinky finger. your right palm, your right wrist, your right forearm, your right elbow, your right upper arm, right shoulder. Bring attention to the right side of your chest, the right side of your rib cage, front and back, right waist, right side of your pelvis and your right hip, your right upper leg, thigh and hamstring, right knee, front and back, right shin, right calf muscle, right ankle, right top of your foot, right sole of your foot, big toe, second toe, third toe, fourth toe, little toe. The right side of the body, front and back, is deepening, releasing towards the floor. Now, please bring the attention to, sorry about that, your right thumb, your left thumb, left index finger, left middle finger, left ring finger, left pinky finger, your left palm, your left hand, your left wrist, left forearm, left elbow, left upper arm, left shoulder, the left side of your chest, the left side of your rib cage, front and back, left waist, left side of your hip and the left side of your pelvis, left upper part of your leg, thigh and hamstring, left knee, front and back, left shin, left calf muscle, left ankle, left top of your foot and left sole of your foot, big toe, second toe, third toe, fourth toe, and little toe. Your entire body, front and back, from the shoulders all the way down to the sole of your feet, is sinking down gently towards the mat. Now you bring the awareness to your throat and your neck, your jaw, chin, lips, upper lip, tongue and teeth, nose, cheekbones, and ears, eyeballs, eye sockets, eyelids, eyebrows, and in between your eyebrows, forehead, and the crown chakra, top of your head. From the top of your head down to the sole of the feet, front and back, you are letting go. You are releasing as you come into a deep, deep and full rest. Now please deepen your breath. Gently bring some movement to the body as you rock your head from side to side. You're wiggling your toes and you're wiggling your fingers. Circling the ankles, circling the wrists. With the next inhale, bring the arms overhead. You're pointing the toes. You're growing taller, creating space in between each vertebrae. And as you exhale, you bend the knees, you hug yourself, and slowly, gently roll over to your right side. And very slowly, just take a moment here. Don't rush. Take your time. The head comes last. Let's all sit together comfortably in Sukhasana, easy pose with your legs crossed or sitting with your legs straight on any chair. Any position, keeping the spine lifted. Soft shoulders, soft muscle of the face. Bring the hands to the heart center. And please join me as we repeat this mantra. Om Namo Namaha. We are letting go, we are surrendering, we are asking not to be attached from anything that is not longer serving us. So repeat after me and take a deep inhale before taking the next round. Om Namo Namaha. 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 I let go. I surrender. These thoughts are not mine. Om Namo Namaha. And slowly return back to your regular breath. Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. We're asking for peace, peace, and more perfect peace. We're asking for peace within ourselves. We're asking for peace with our relationships. And we're asking for peace, peace, and more perfect peace in our natural world. And I thank you all very much for being here today practicing. Namaskaram. Thank you. Thank you very much. Have a lovely rest of the day. Have a wonderful rest of the week. Stay healthy, stay happy. Looking forward to seeing you next Tuesday.
You bet.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.